Bethesda just announced a new patch note for the PTS, but if this patch note makes it to the live game version, that may kill Commando weapon. So here's the new patch note. There is a lot of stuff to cover. I'm not gonna go through everything, but I'm gonna go through mostly the Commando change, because that is a change that I personally don't like. But let's take a look. There is some change to shotguns and stuff, which is nice, especially the pepper shaker. I've been using the pepper shaker recently, and in range it was doing not that much of damage. Close range it was crazy, but long distance it was like not that good. So this change will help the pepper shaker. I like it, and the other weapons. So now this is a buff. Lower base AP cost for the following weapon. These weapons, as you can see now, this is a good buff. I like it. The AP cost is lower right now, right? But let's go through all of it. Increase the base damage for the following weapon. Another nice buff, right? All of the Commando weapon got boost in the base damage. We'll take it. That is good. That is nice. But then the nerf comes. So the first nerf, the following weapon no longer receive AP cost reduction from their automatic receiver. That is crazy. That makes Commando weapon absolutely steaming pile of dog shit. Like this buff over here is nice, reducing the AP cost, the base AP cost, but this only is like good for semi-automatic Commando weapon, right? For the automatic receiver, we technically actually the AP cost will go higher than what we have right now. So if this patch note makes it to the live game version, the semi-automatic Commando weapon will use less AP, but the automatic one will use like higher AP. So basically this is like no buff to Commando weapon, as you can see over here. You may think this is a buff, but it is not. It is not a buff because of this change right here, and that is crazy because the only reason we use automatic receiver to do a boss fight, right? Because semi-automatic weapon is low on DPS, automatic receiver is better. And if we like look at the past, before the heavy gunner build was horrible for boss fight because of the high AP cost, right? Now they are really good because they reduce the amount of AP that they need. But this change right here, that they changing the AP cost for automatic receiver for Commando weapon, this like kills Commando. It will be unusable for boss fight, to be honest. And now let's go through the other changes. There is some critical buffs, which is nice, right? If you look at it like that, that's a buff, a lot of buff, which we'll take it. That's nice. And then the base sneak damage is nice as well. That's another buff if we take a look at it, right? So beautiful critical buff, sneak buff, that's good, right? Well, no, because of this change right here. Again, this too is like nice change, but over here this change like just shit is on both of those buff above. So this nerf says automatic receiver for semi-automatic weapon now have the following: 20% reduction in critical damage, 20% reduction in sneak attack damage, then 30% reduction in base damage. That is crazy. Like, I don't know what they smoking, the balancing team, but they gotta be smoking crack or some shit. I don't know what is this like big fat nerf right here. So this nerf over here and then this nerf right here, that just makes the Commando weapon absolutely unusable for boss fights. And like, I was expecting a buff and they gave us a nerf. Like, I'm really confused right now because I'm doing like 7,000 to 8,000 damage on my auto axe and they nerfing Commando weapon. That doesn't make any sense, but that's just my opinion. You may have a different opinion. Everybody have different opinion. That's absolutely okay. Let me know what you think down in the comment, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in my next video.